Woo! Ah!
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? All right. Welcome everybody to the Geekly discussion. Is your weekly geek discussion with all of us here. Man, we got some exciting things to talk about today. So how you boys been?
Decent. Yeah. I watched Supergirl. That was interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that.
There's not much. I
also watched Supergirl, and I also have opinions on it. I watched it today, so it's relatively fresh opinions. Crazy day. Just got out of a different nerd box thing to do. Now we're hopping in this, and we're gonna be talking about some things, man. I'm looking at the news that we're talking about, and like the only thing I'm looking forward to talking about is X-Men. Because we got Supergirl on the docket, we got Avatar. We'll get it. It's not even it. That's not even all of it. We got other stuff, but
so I guess I lied.
Yeah.
I have been up to a few things. I did watch the entirety of the season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
There you
go.
Oh, you.
All right, Lucas. Let's go, Lucas. Let's segue into it. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, so you know how sometimes things just aren't that good? This was awful. This was awful. This was the worst television series adaptation of anything, even just season of television that I've seen in a long time. Like,
I know, man.
Clusterfuck levels of nuking and disrespecting the franchise that you're trying to put to screen. It's so bad, and I'm not gonna lie. People are posting clips of this show everywhere because it's bad and they're laughing at it. I don't really care about spoilers, so if you guys have watched it and want to talk about it, I'm okay.
We are definitely talking about it.
I will not be talking. I will not be watching this trash.
No, you don't have to. It's okay.
So I mean, the biggest sign we got,
the last live action adaptation.
Look, hold on, that's hilarious. Season 2, the last turd bender. That's awesome. Hey, thanks Justin for being on. That's my buddy Justin. Thank you for hopping on. Hey, listen, yeah, man. I mean, our biggest takeaway was when the creators left due to creative differences, and it's just like it's always a telltale sign when creators hop off of a project. You know it's going to be bad, right?
Especially something they were really insanely involved with the show at its like birth, at its brand newest. They were so insanely put together about it, and they had great ideas. And then like 2 months later, the original creators have left the show, and now it's on to new showrunners. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
I've seen clips from this show, and like I still have the issues with the first off the costumes. Not that they don't seem accurate, but they just look like costumes, and that's why I say that.
Yes,
they look like they got them off the racks because they're so clean looking, and I don't understand that.
Spirit Halloween, baby.
Yeah, like, and also like my biggest issue still with this entire show, it's so fucking dark. This scene where they have Toph holding up the library is dark. It is dark, and she's supposed to be in the middle of the desert in the daytime. And also, I don't even know where that scene was taking place, but I'm pretty sure she was on solid ground, and she couldn't see the attackers taking Appa, so they just nerfed her abilities. I don't
Yep.
I don't know why.
You want to know something even worse than that? I don't know. I don't actually know. I was like clocked out. Where are you saying? Thinking of what I'm about to say about Toph.
The Avatar franchise, that Bossing Say War is not real. They're not doing the Bossing Say War.
No. Oh, go for it. Sorry.
Here's the deal. The thing is that I've noticed a lot of stuff between the first season and the second season. We still haven't gotten our water god when Aang is in Avatar mode. Still haven't gotten that.
No,
which is ridiculous.
It's not great.
No, it was not how he's supposed to be. Super kaiju level, like destroying things
That's
didn't happen.
They shrunk him on purpose because they thought it was too fantastical for what they were trying to do.
He's literally
ridiculous.
The Avatar.
Yeah, and then not only that,
Jesus.
And not only that, Zhao, he literally, Zuko goes to save him and he neglects it in the show, right? Which is supposed to happen, didn't happen. And I was wondering, I was like, man, there's something missing. I think the acting is bad. I really do. I think the acting's bad. I think Sokka's a great one. Sokka's the only one that I'm like, yeah, that dude looks like him and acts like him. He deserves to be on here, right?
He still falls under the same umbrella as just cringe. It's just straight cringe.
Yeah,
every actor in this show can't do it.
The guy that plays Uncle Iroh, I don't like him as an actor. I hated him in Star Wars. I hate him in everything that he does. He's probably a good guy, but like his acting is just atrocious, and it's a forceful acting. The guy that plays Zuko is pretty decent, but besides the acting, I was wondering, and the CGI is bad, and I'm like, what is it that's bothering me? I'm like, there's something about this movie. I said movie show is bothering me. And dude, you know what it is? Is that all of their stuff is not real martial arts. Remember, in the show, it's real martial arts. Like for those martial arts enthusiasts out there, because I grew up as a martial artist. Toph, when she does her bending, she's in Sanshin, the whole stance. And that stance is from not Goju-Ryu, Wei-Shiru, and Chinese martial arts, right? All the martial arts that they do is just the powers coming out of it. But it's martial arts moves. No martial arts moves in this shit, man. And then, how are you going to destroy Boomy? Boomy got trapped in the show on purpose. Remember? He was in metal. And it showed you how crazily good Boomy is. To the point that Boomy and Toph were about to fight in the comics. And they stopped them to see who's the best earthbender. Right? Because remember, all he had was his face sticking out. And he still lifted rocks to escape. He's in a prison cell. Come on, guys. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous that they're changing so much for no reason. And then Netflix syndrome. Someone posted this, and I was just like, "Oh my god, it's so true." And I think we said it on Nerdbox before. Netflix thinks you guys are dumb because they put it in the dialogue. They put it in the dialogue of what's happening, right? Or if you're scrolling on your phone to let you know, "Hey, what's happening? This is what's happening." Like when she comes out of the metal and she goes, "I invented metal bending." No shit, Sherlock. We can see that you just bent metal. Like, so, what?
Yes, exactly what you're saying. God. That entire storyline got botched completely. It's not the teacher and the wrestler that kidnap her anymore. It's her fucking mom. It's her mom. Her mom kidnaps her because she doesn't like that she's earthbending. And the whole, I invented metal bending. It's not what happened. It's not what happened.
The boulder is conflicted when he watches the show.
The boulder is not conflicted. I just know that it's trash. There's no conflicting.
No, dude. Seriously.
At least they made that fight scene twice as long and shortened, or made it extremely fucking slow.
Dude, I mean, I have to admit, though. It's a step. It is literally a step. What up, Ian? It is literally step above. Slightly above, not all the above, is slightly above the M. Night Shyamalan one. and I hated that movie.
Well,
But this show, man,
that's not Avatar: The Last Airbender.
See, I can't even say that. I honestly think this show is worse than the movie. I really do. Because the movie falls under the category of really fucking boring and nothing happens.
The movie is the
firebenders can't firebend without a fire source in the movie. That's dumb.
It is. Trust me, I know. But the level of disrespect that season 2 brings to the original show overshadows that by like a million.
You know why it's technically you can technically say that it's worse. It's because it's actually adapting it correctly, but doing so fucking bad at it that it's basically spitting at us. Whereas
I don't know, man.
If you look at the movie is basically just what Godzilla 1998 is to the Godzilla franchise. It's not
the movie's
actually
practically
Avatar.
an alternate universe. This is mainline.
It's like a fan fiction of Avatar. That's it. Like it's something so stupid.
Yeah, but all of this is dumb. And like I said,
He's not the Avatar. He's just the Last Airbender. That's the name of the movie.
Or like in the show, I also have a problem. Like they're in the fields, Uncle Iroh and Zuko. Why? Like none of that happened. You know what I mean? They hit out in Boston saying doing a tee shot. And then I just don't understand how you don't do this correctly. I just don't, man. I don't. You have, but here's my issue.
Because they didn't watch the show. They didn't watch the show. They never watched a single episode.
Here's my issue.
I'm
going to tell you my issue.
Notes.
This is my problem. I've said this over and over again. When you have something animated, it's hard to bring something into live action. And the reason why is you can't add anything to it, right? And it's already very well done. You have to do a carbon copy and add some things to it to make it better. But the problem is that everyone is creative and everyone wants to do their thing. This is why comic book movies and manga do better when they're animated. What comic books and manga do when they're animated. Why? Because they leave the source material the way it is.
Yep. And
all they do is add scenes to it to make it better. Like I always bring this up, even though the animation shit on it. In Naruto, when he turns into the Six Tails against Pain, in the manga, he explodes right into the Six Tails when Pain stabs Hinata. What do they do in the anime? He stabs Hinata, he blows up into the Four Tails, and they have a fight scene as all the tails start coming out slowly. So they added a fight scene in between Tails 4 and 6. He doesn't just explode into the Six Tails. It was pretty badass. The animation was a little goofy, but it was pretty badass to add stuff to it. A bunch of anime has done it, and a bunch of animated shows have done it to the comics. But when you have something already animated, it is so hard to make a live adaptation, especially when the animated version is fantastic, man. You know?
I don't know. I don't know. One Piece was a shit, though.
Hell no, Justin. We do not talk about that movie.
Dare I say Avatar may be...
I watched that movie 13 times.
Avatar might be one of the best animated series to exist. It's definitely in the running.
If not
there's
the best.
There's a lot. And you also have to include anime in that conversation, especially since we're talking about it. So, but Danny, I think you're right. I will go back and rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender, the animated series.
Yeah,
because that's worth watching. I won't ever touch this live action. I haven't seen a single episode, and I shan't.
Good.
I shan't do it. I tell you.
Don't.
To see, my thing too is that season 1 genuinely wasn't that bad. It was still just on the same level about where season 2 is. Season 2 just took it way off the deep end, and every storyline that they were setting up, that they were trying to set up, all the characters that they were including. Jet dies in season 2.
You remove the war and Bossing say conspiracy. That whole thing is gone. That's a major plot line.
Lukas, you're a masochist according to Justin. That's hilarious.
No, I am. Listen, that movie when I was a kid was fucking awesome. As an adult,
I haven't even watched it. And I have not watched Dragon Ball Evolution. I don't plan
It's
to.
filled with camp. It's filled with camp and just bullshit logic. And
Dude,
I've
seen clips, and I was like, ugh. But no, man. You know, the war in Boston today is huge. The war in Boston today is huge. How do you not do that? How do you not have what's her name? It's not Julie, right? What's her name?
No, it's
the girl
Julie, but she's in the show. She's in there.
Yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, how do you not have it just like the show that there's multiple of them all getting trained?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The giant drill, bro. Literally the giant drill.
The idea that this is supposed to be a mature take on Avatar: The Last Airbender is ridiculous. Because that's what they keep on trying to push. Avatar: The Last Airbender was mature enough to portray propaganda in one of the most realistic ways shown to a show for literal children.
No, but here's the
the
thing.
most intelligent and beautiful way to represent death when it actually happened without actually saying people were dying or being killed. Like this.
No, man. No, here's the deal. The show was mature already. If you think about it, it was from the Aang gang's perspective, right? It was the gang's perspective. And the thing is, though, is that Aang is 12. You know what I mean? All of them are kids in a war. So, of course, it's going to be lighthearted and campy because these are kids that don't know any better, that had to grow up like this super fast and enter this war, right? So why are we having a super mature take and trying to make it dark and gritty? We don't have to. It's already dark and gritty. It's just from their perspective, you know, it's the lightheartedness, and then not only that, you have Uncle Iroh as well, who is a war general, he's already mourning his son, and that's why he became a super philosopher, became the head of the Lotus, right? He's the reason why that also things took a turn more philosophical and spiritual. And where's the spirituality in the shit, by the way? Where is it? There is none.
Listen, it's just because, you know, back when the show came out, the people that were creating it understood that even though the show was TVY7, the rating was TVY7 when it came out. So there were limitations to the explicitness of like actual death, though. So even like the Uncle Iroh episode, which, bro, I am about to cry thinking about that episode, and seeing Lukas down there, something tells me that they fucking botched that or just didn't mention it at all. And
so, like, to my knowledge, I'll alleviate your pain.
Oh
so
shit!
To my knowledge, they don't really change. Oh shit! Yeah,
Lucas, you got someone on your side. Yeah, Lucas, you got someone on your side. Damn, Brian.
I will vindicate you as well because I won't watch either. I've never seen the movie.
That's okay. But yeah, so it is immensely disrespectful the way that they portray Iroh alone in this show.
I know, man.
Zuko, one of the greatest episodes of the original show, Zuko alone, was adapted in this season. And like every bad choice that Zuko decided not to do, he did. Like he stole from the pregnant woman. He ended up cheating the family or whatever the fuck. And then he still ended up fucking over the Avatar right then and there. And like that's the only thing from that episode that they kept.
But the problem is Zuko's character, man, is the best character development since like Vegeta, dude. Like you really have someone who's torn.
I really would.
Because at the end of the day, he's not really a villain. At the end of the day, all he really wanted was his dad's love. That's all he really wanted, and his approval. That's why he was hunting the Avatar. That's why he was willing to do anything to catch the Avatar. But then you saw how much he's grown into his own man on his journey, right? And who was that man that helped him? Uncle Iroh. Again, a lot of spirituality.
His actual father. Father. Dude,
and what did Uncle Iroh say?
That they put
Uncle said,
fucking kids show. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what did Uncle Iroh say? I consider you like my own. Remember? He said it all the time. Ever since I lost my son, I consider you like my own. And he was the opposite of the Fire Lord. And even though he says he couldn't beat his brother, there's no way. Like
Bro.
he could have, because when you see Uncle Iroh get back jacked at the end of the series in the animated version, and how powerful he was during the comment, that was out of control, bro.
Oh,
Out of control.
So, yeah, it's bad. It's really, really bad. It's poorly written, unfortunately, and poorly acted as well. I think honestly, the best part of this show is like the side characters a lot of the time, because a lot of the time the side characters get the best lines. The girl that plays Julie in this show acts her ass off, and it's like
my cabbages is the best part. It's exactly like
it is. It's
best
a
part.
great joke. It's a great setup and a great joke in a shitty episode. Shitty episode. That's in season 1 too, by the way. This show was still bad in season 1. I don't want you to think my earlier comment that it was a little bit better make you think that I thought any highly of this show, anywhere near that. But season 1, that episode where they go to meet Boomy and they go to Omashu for the first time, they have the Mechanist, his disabled son who flies, and they also introduce Jet. And now Jet wants to destroy Omashu, and King Boomy's a dick for no reason. Well, not for no reason.
Again, they destroyed Boomy. No, they destroyed Boomy's character, man. Like, I just, again, I don't understand it. I don't. When you have the source material, I just don't, man. Dude, I just don't understand it. Seriously, because honestly, man, this is getting to the point of anything that is comic book, anything that is anime or animated, it just is bombing. The only one, Ian, I agree with you, is One Piece. I enjoyed One Piece. Yeah, I didn't like some of the changes, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as hell, bro. It's and I'm not even a One Piece fan. You can ask all my friends. Max. I'm not a One Piece fan at all, because I'm like, how many episodes before it gets good? Hell no. Like I may watch the remastered version because it's supposed to be more according to the manga, and the animation looks a million times better. So I may hop onto that. But damn it, dude! Like the live action was pretty damn good, but it just goes to show you. It goes to show you, especially American companies, bro. They do not do anime well. They do not do any of this shit well. Like the last animated movie that I thought was really good, live action, was the Rurouni Kenshin movies in Japan. And of course, Japan does it right because it's Japan. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think my biggest one, not my, well, let me find my biggest issue with this show, this live action adaptation, has to be, honestly, Danny, I think you nailed it on the head. I think it's the bending, because you know what? It's not even that they don't use martial arts, or that they don't, because there's some here and there. They don't use it exclusively, but a lot of the fight scenes in this show are with swords, knives, like weapons. They are fighting and stabbing and slashing. They're not using bending. And yes, because it's expensive, but that's the whole thing. The show has lost its sauce. The show has lost every bit of identity that it had from the animation. It is just an action show now.
Remaster then. Like, goddamn.
Dude, again, the bending happens. Every bender has a style of martial arts. And like I said, you see it in the show, and all the different moves, everything, and the bending just comes out of the martial arts. And what's out of control is how
even
are
combustion
you
bending.
Oh yeah,
the fucking exploding head guy. Even his whole, like, that's the martial
Sparky
arts
boom
thing.
boom.
See,
yep,
Sparky
boom,
my
man.
bending ability with my vein up here. When it gets heated, the veins popping out. Combust.
So Sparky boom.
No, but it's
like Dan, Brian. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of M. Night Shyamalan movies. For my opinion, I did enjoy After Earth, Lady in the Water, The Watchers, The Happening. Yeah, I mean,
I like M. Shyamalan, man. I do. I'm like a fan of him, man.
Listen, M. Night Shyamalan to me is just like Will Ferrell. You got hit and miss movies, man. Like I was a big fan
I agree with you on that.
I was a big fan of Sixth Sense. I was a big fan of Unbreakable. I was a big fan of Split, right? Yeah. And what's the one? Signs. And I love Signs. But then the
Yeah.
other ones, oh my god, were terrible. Especially like The Happening. Oh my god, I used to call it The Crappening. I saw that when it came out in theaters. And listen, yo, the way they set it up, it could have been some, a chemical warfare or whatever. And you're like, oh my god, who is it? And it's like, the trees, man. The trees are coming after us. I'm like, get the hell out of here, bro. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, there you go. That's it, Justin. It was M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah.
Are they the trees? No, it is the fucking trees.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Wait, did we watch it together, Justin? We watched it together in the theater? Oh shit, I can't remember.
I saw that
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like even the M.
God.
Night Shyamalan version of this or adaptation of this animated show, it wasn't good. It wasn't like it changed way too many things, and it was just boring as all hell. But
it was bad,
one of those
bro.
things where it still had like M. Night Shyamalan isms where he would try to world build off of that and add his own little storylines that he wanted. But it
I
was
don't know, man.
The fact that movie sucked,
the worst,
and they tortured those fucking kids because they filmed, if I'm not mistaken, they filmed in fucking like ice deserts. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it was Antarctica, but they filmed out in like freezing temps in the water.
It was like Greenland,
and the movie fucking sucked. So it's like, and the kid who played Ung had to quit acting.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was terrible.
Yeah,
well, like this aggy
poor kid, dude.
He's just a kid.
Like that's
what?
That's
though?
why. But
that kid acted better than this kid. I don't know. And then, dude, you waited so long to film. This kid looks like he's 30, bro, with bushy eyebrows. Dude, that kid could be Rock Lee, bro. His eyes are bushy AF. I am sorry. Dude, he could be Rock Lee, bushy brows, bro. I am so sorry. But, like, you know me, man. that was ridiculous.
Make it shitty Naruto.
Listen, I honestly, I created a monster. So, everyone, Landon, my lady's son, Landon, we watched the first episode. And I swear to you, this boy is quick with it. He goes, why is his eyebrow so bushy? I was just like, oh no! I'm telling you, Rock Lee, bro, he could be Rock Lee for real. That is crazy.
Nah, dude. It's waiting so long to film the second season really screwed them over timeline wise because it doesn't.
And then they did.
Yeah, of course they didn't. Like they were never going to. That sounds like it sounded fake when it was happening, and it sounded fake as it didn't happen. But not.
I was telling Marlena this. I was telling my lady this.
It's like a Mario mushroom.
You need to cast someone younger than 12 if you're gonna do a show that's gonna take so long. You know what I mean, to build. You need to cast like a 6-year-old to pretend, you know what I mean, being 12 and then just grow into it.
I would say you could probably do 8 to 10.
Yeah.
And then you get like the ability to film a season for 2 years, but like you gotta stop doing that. And why is shit so expensive to make all of a sudden again? When did we get into the era where shit is shitty looking and also super expensive at the same time?
Nope. Because nope. You know why, Noah? You know why? Is because people think they need certain things. And it doesn't take that much. Look at Obsession. Obsession's budget. And it's making millions, right?
You don't amazing, by the way. Great movie.
You don't need that, man. And here's the thing. The same thing it was with the person that did the CGI face for Star Wars. There was a YouTuber who de-aged, right? The peeps, and all of a sudden they hired him. Disney hired him immediately, and it's just like, dude, you don't need that super expensive equipment and stuff like that, man. You just need a good, compelling story. You need great acting, great wardrobe, great, you know what I mean, great lighting, and you can literally do it yourself, man. You can do it yourself. I guarantee you that someone out there is going to create a fight scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender, and it's going to be a million times better than what we got already.
Facts. 100% facts.
There have been people that have done,
Yeah,
you know,
they show-
Look at
YouTube
this.
things.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
We support that. We support that, Vladimir. We support it.
No,
Weapons.
this live action to like it's so bad. It's so bad. The whole I can tell you maybe like 4 to like maybe 10. That's a weird range, but you know, I can tell you maybe like a decent amount of bad storylines that they just ruined
Absolutely.
from the animated show. And it like the lovers
Absolutely.
pass, the Omashu storyline, the siege of Omashu, the chase, Zuko alone. Fucking
Come on.
it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, no,
Come on.
it's
Have you
awful.
seen
It's
either show?
Look what Justice said. Leaves on the vine. Come on, that episode, bro. Come on.
yeah. No, that's
Listen,
that's
you're
uh,
gonna
that
you
show
keep
really
bringing
hit
up bad
hard.
things. You're gonna make me cry.
Yeah, for real. All right. So
I don't
speaking of
wanna-
hot garbage, I heard you boys saw Supergirl.
Eh.
Ian, did you see
See, that's-
Supergirl yet?
I did
wouldn't-
not, but somebody said that it was actually a lot of people were getting it like really bad flack, but somebody said it was actually good.
Mm.
Well, boys, you have the floor.
May I start,
I
or
don't-
do you want to? Do you
Go
have
for it.
some?
Yeah.
You have
No,
some
go
takes?
for it. Go for it. I'll wait.
So-
I'll wait.
Most of
think.
most of what I noted about the movie is kind of it's spoiler free for if you want to watch it. It on like no disrespect to the actors, right? Because they all did a great job. I will say the guy who played Krem, I love the way that he did his little laugh. Like he had a little creepy little laugh and a little dance. He was great. He was barely in the movie. Jason Momoa's Lobo, he was great. He was barely in the movie, and his plot, you could have taken it out, and it wouldn't have mattered. The girl who played Ryuki, she was fucking hilarious. She was so funny. So I mean, like, all of their characters, they were fine because James Gunn's good with characters. And they just took Guardians 1 and they copy and pasted it. Like the first like 20 minutes is you go watch Guardians 1, it's the same shit. It's the developing your heroes and the people who are going to show up in the final fight sequences to take out the big bad guy, doing random shit and fucking around in their spaceships starting with Supergirl, and then you have cutting to the introduction of the bad guy doing something super heinous, and then you get the exploration of the fact that they're like sexist space people, and like
Speciesism.
they're the Kree but worse. Like, so it's basically just Guardians 1, and then the final fight scene you have, it's like a slow motion action sequence. Go watch Superman. That's the Mr. Terrific scene right there. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because like it tried, I think, but the fight sequences, while good, special effects, as I've mentioned, are really fucking bad. No blending in space either. Like, I don't know, like it was a head floating on a body floating in space. It looked so weird.
Dude, I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was
I
gonna
will
happen.
say-
Once she had the Walkman, once she had the
Yeah, dude, she
the
had
headphones?
she literally had Star-Lord's Walkman. It's fucking crazy. It's literally
Nuts,
Guardians
dude.
1. And this whole
Yeah,
okay,
what-
I will say the B plot of this movie is about crypto and the importance of crypto for a character that wasn't even supposed to be in Superman. And I love crypto. And for a character that wasn't supposed to be in Superman, he had important B plot lines in both movies. That's
Ridiculous.
a problem. That's a problem. And another problem I have with this too is Millie Alcock, great. She's getting a lot of shit for no fucking reason because she did really good in her role in this. But
she's a good actress.
she is. I mean, I've only seen her in this, but I would say from seeing her in this, she was good in this, and I enjoyed it. It's just like it's just so they wasted everything that they introduced into it, and I don't understand why Supergirl's your second movie.
So, question: it sounded like it could have been a better show than a movie.
No, man, Supergirl the show was
No.
probably better than this movie, dude.
That's, and the thing too
I
is like
I don't
CW
subscribe
show
to
got
the
a lot of
whole
shit
it
too
should
when it was
be
on.
a show.
No, well, I'm just saying, like some movies should be shows to explain more instead of
man,
all one.
Okay. Yeah.
No,
I hear what you mean.
because we have plenty of superhero movies. We have plenty of superhero movies that do it just fine. You know what I mean? Like that's no longer an excuse. Now, don't get me wrong. For lore purposes, sure, right? For lore purposes, why not create a show? Why not? But when you go ahead and blame it like, oh, you can't stuff it in one movie, plenty of other people have. You know what I mean? Like it's no longer an excuse, man. I knew this was gonna happen, you know, and it's one of those things. I've said it before and I'll say it a million times. James Gunn is good with characters that do not have a solid following and doesn't have solid lore that people care about. When he creates his, you know, James Gunn stuff, like I love Creature Commandos. Awesome, right? But at the same time, though, Guardians of the Galaxy, I love. But you can't do that with Superman. You can't do that with Supergirl. You just can't. You just absolutely can't. You can't put a James Gunn feel to everything and think it's gonna work, man. It doesn't work that way.
If that's gonna be every single movie, then like that's gonna be fucking awful. And
you're
like,
a one-trick pony.
When I ask you who are the three pillar characters that DC like considers like the big three, is Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Where's Wonder Woman and Batman? We don't even have Wonder Woman and Batman in this universe yet, and we already have Supergirl when we have several important plot lines to get to Supergirl. I don't know what you're doing. Like, I don't understand where you're going, but I don't like it. And I said it before we even when we were talking about how we thought the Gunn universe was going to go. When I said that Peacemaker season 2 is going to connect to this universe and season 1 is not, and they're going to figure out some way to do it. I already knew it. I already knew it was going to be some weird fuck shit and this was not going to work. And it's not. It's not working. And I genuinely don't understand what they were doing with the plot of this film. Because like the stakes weren't like, they weren't there. They just didn't really feel like they were there. Again, Krem was a really good villain. He was really good at being sadistic. Lobo, like Jason Momoa was fucking hilarious as Lobo. I don't understand why they made him kind of like a sadistic anti-hero in this. I don't get that. You mentioned the fact that he killed off his entire race because yes, he did fucking do that, and then he decides that he's gonna help people because I get the avenue they took. It made sense, sure. I don't enjoy it, and also his eyes. Yeah, the eyes thing was bad.
Yeah.
Lucas, what do you got, man?
I'm gonna go grab a drink while you.
There you go.
I gotta.
Noah hated this movie so hard that he went to go get a drink.
He said, "I had to go grab a drink."
I need a drink, damn it! All right, Lucas, you're up, man. What's up? Tell us your thoughts.
I don't know, man. I have a pretty neutral take on this. I guess it was like I didn't really get too many of the Guardians like parallels. Just I guess I wasn't looking for them or anything, but I was just like I guess the Walkman kind of stood out, but I'm pretty sure James Gunn. I can't remember what it was, but I'm not. Did he not direct this one, or did he direct this one?
I have no idea. While you're looking that up, we got a couple of comments.
No, he did not.
I've seen a lot worse movies like Cats in 2019. Yeah, that movie was bad, Brian. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no.
That movie was absolutely horse shit. Oh my god.
Really
and then hold on.
Actually, it's cat shit. If you think about it, it's cat shit. My problem is not that that the movie, like I hate the movie. It's just that I've seen it before with a higher budget and better characters.
I gotcha.
and I don't even mean like I don't like these characters, 'cause I like all these characters, but like they weren't developed well in this movie, so because they weren't really utilized well. So again, just go watch Guardians 1 if you want to see this plot line, because that's really what it was. Like, you go and watch this, and that's really what you're getting out of this film, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Brian's right, dude. The CGI of Appa was terrible, but this is segueing into what we were talking about in this movie. Yes, folks, if this is your first time at Geekly discussion, we talk all geek stuff. But yeah, I mean, the CGI has been terrible in movies for a long time now, and it's just out of control, man. And then to Justin's point, why can't they use the TV actors in the movie? It's so true. These are the people that need their own movies. These are the people that the fans love. Why haven't we gotten a Flash movie with with the actual actor in the show and the Supergirl movie? Like, they even teased it. They teased it with the Crisis of Infinite Earths. Remember when the Flashes met each other? When Ezra Miller and him met each other? Like,
that was amazing. I love that episode.
Dude, come on, man.
It would be great. I will say, because I mean, because we talked about it on the stream on Sunday, but like, you go back to Supergirl and they fucking, like, the incels of the internet cheered the downfall of that show when it finally got canceled. And like now there's fans coming back and saying it's a good show, because it was a good show.
It was a good show.
But like, I feel like that a lot of the negativity might get drowned out by like the issue at hand, which is not Millie Alcock at all. It's like, and I don't understand where all this hatred is coming. I mean, I do. It's tiny weenies. But
well, a woman's a superhero.
Yeah.
No, man.
Very true.
I've said it. Well, listen. No, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Listen, whether we like it or not, sex sells. You know what I mean? That's you hear that in the industry all the time. Sex sells. It really, really does. Right? That's why OF and all this other jazz. That's why they make buku bucks. Sex sells. But like we said last time on Nerdbox, is that it doesn't save the movie. It doesn't matter who you have as the actress. It doesn't save the movie. And she's a good actress, right? She's a good actress, and you boys even said it. She was great in this movie, but it doesn't save the movie, right? So we can all be boohoo.
Yeah, again, the problem with the movie is not Millie Alcock. The problem with this movie is the behind the scenes and the people writing this shit. I don't know what they read the comic once, and then they just thought that they digested all of it, and then that was it. And then they're like, "Oh, hey, James, you wanna throw your little shindiggery on this? Put your little jazz on it." It's like, I don't know. Like, you wasted so many good characters and good actors that are now going to shoot away from the newer film. Like, if they make more, if they like, because if this bombs, I don't see how
it is.
Superman, I don't see how Superman 2's coming out. So I don't know, man.
The problem with, I will say this though, yes, sex sells, but we treat female superheroes like we treat female sports. And that's the truth. That's on it. Like, I don't think a lot of people like take female superheroes seriously. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I mean? I've never seen like guys. Because I mean, like, I've never seen guys be like, I mean, other than us, ramp and rave and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go see Supergirl this weekend," or you know what I'm saying?
I did for Wonder Woman. I did for Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, that's what I'm saying.
The first one was great, and again,
but we weren't all
going. We
weren't all going to the movie theaters for Black Widow. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Black Widow should have been released way beforehand, though. That was another problem.
100%, yeah,
it should have been way before. But to tie this in, what do you boys think of James Gunn doing Avatar?
No. But
Ang with some headphones. Where did he get the headphones?
In a sense, I agree with what Ian's saying, because like, other than the Wonder Woman movies that came out, once Wonder Woman 84 did bad because of shit that was going on behind the scenes, they were like, we're abandoning Wonder Woman. Where is Wonder Woman? Again, one of the 3 pillars of the DC universe, and she doesn't really have anything going on for her. We're getting all these Batman shit. We're getting all this Superman shit. We're even getting more Flash shit. Like,
Yeah.
Like, why not drop a absolute Wonder Woman animated show? The absolute Wonder Woman comic book is selling. It's doing very well. If you're gonna do the absolute
And
Batman,
it's dope.
just do absolute do absolute Wonder Woman. Like, where is Wonder Woman in any of the universes? And so, like, I do agree. I think that people don't take female superheroes seriously, and it kind of sucks because there are several great storylines with several great female superheroes.
Oh my God, Justin! He just said that
Um,
Supergirl was the WNBA of DC.
Yeah. So I don't know.
No.
I have a more neutral take on this movie, like I said earlier. Craig Giuseppe directed it. I think James Gunn produced. But there's I mean, you pointed it out, and now that I'm remembering it, there are a lot of Guardian isms. There's a lot of like space stuff going on in here. There's a lot of really cool alien designs, so I don't want that to get overshadowed. A lot of their practical and CGI mixed effects are actually really, really good, especially for the low quality that I saw it on wherever we saw it. I'm talking about like the effects on the aliens and stuff like that, because they had a lot of good mix of practical and CGI mixed with practical to make it all look like it's moving and whatnot. But this movie definitely, it still has like it felt like it was set in the MCU with how like Guardians it did feel, I guess. I didn't see story necessarily, but I don't know. Supergirl's character is also just kind of mixed in this movie. There's a lot of like, she doesn't care, she doesn't want to care, and then it turns into she's trying to make this little girl care when she herself doesn't care. It's just it's a weird crossing of like I don't know, what's the word, motivations. And then I really felt, I do agree with Noah. The crypto storyline in this movie is like forced as all hell. They could have just sidelined crypto any other way than having it be so important. Like they could have said he was with Superman again. Like, we don't need another, cute animal to drive up sales for toys.
This could have taken place at the same time. Like,
I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I said,
what I think they need to start doing is they just need to start introducing characters. You know what I'm saying? They've done that in the 90s, even with TV shows. Most people don't know this, but like, remember Family Matters back in the day? You know how they introduced Family Matters was Perfect Strangers. Perfect Strangers, literally, Family Matters is a spinoff of Perfect Strangers because Harriet was in the same apartment as the dudes from the Perfect Strangers. So that was a segue. Same thing like Black Panther. They introduced Black Panther in Captain America 3 perfectly for him to get his own movie. So he's well established. We know where he's from. And I think with Supergirl, just from what you guys are saying, I think if we would have saw her a little bit more in that Superman movie, maybe it would have flowed better and they maybe would have had a better story. You know what I'm saying? I just felt like we saw her like once or twice in that movie, and then we're like automatically supposed to fall in love with her. You know what I mean? Like, give us a little bit of backstory.
I feel the biggest issue with this movie is that it wasn't about her. And maybe I'm wrong, but I think that it was more so that Superman got introduced. He was already being Superman.
Right.
And then Supergirl got introduced. She was already Supergirl. So it's a little hard for me to like get invested in the story since it's already begun. And with Superman, I'm okay with accepting Superman, not going through an origin. We've already seen it a million times. But Supergirl has, to my knowledge, never had a live action movie, or at least a super major one.
Wasn't it in the 60s or the 80s? I can't remember.
But it
was going to happen, but then fell through, to my knowledge. I think.
Correct.
I'm not too sure, but like Supergirl, we haven't seen her origin, and her origin is really good. Her origin of her coming to Earth and meeting Kal-El, finding out that she still has a family after witnessing Krypton explode.
Peace out, Justin. Thanks for being on the show.
Later, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot that they changed that.
So
Fucking Kara Zor-El was born 8 years after the explosion of Krypton.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they needed to introduce.
Well,
You know
so
what I'm saying?
that's just what I'm saying. For like major story reasons, Supergirl didn't work for me because Supergirl's thing was always she had knowledge of Krypton, like decent knowledge of like the planet Krypton. And when she met with Superman, it was always a super like big culture shock because Superman is an Earthling by all means except for physical. He's basically just a normal guy compared to her, and she has no concept of that because she lived on this planet that everything else that seems super weird and not normal to her or to them is normal to her. So she's literally the alien coming to Earth, where in Superman is the person introducing her to Earth and helping her get her footing and whatnot. I think they made a really fantastic animated movie on it too.
And once you introduce that character, their backstory, stuff like I said, like that Spider-Man video game was amazing. If you don't know who Miles Morales was, and you just saw Miles Morales in that video game, you were like, I'm a fan of Miles Morales. They had a whole story of him, and then he had a video game. The video game to me was a little bit better than the first Spider-Man, because you know what I mean. Like you got introduced, and like that's what I'm saying. Like introducing that character correctly is going to get you right in there a long ways. You know what I'm saying?
And that was another problem I had. There's another problem I had with Avatar, because you're having these characters pop up, and then it's like, okay, cool, we're here. And
and he's not even exaggerating. They do literally sometimes just pop up. Like they actually
just pop up, dude.
I'm not even kidding.
So like, and again, to segue back to Avatar before we move on to our next subject, is that you have all of the right characters introduced correctly, like you're saying, in the animated show. Everyone has their strengths, everyone has their weaknesses, right? Like the point that you didn't do Sokka correctly either, though, fully, is boggling to me. Because remember, he was supposed to be the man of the village, again, a young kid, and then he doesn't know any better. Oh, women shouldn't fight, blah, 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 blah. And then he learns from the Kyoshi warriors, right?
Sorry,
fighter. And then after that, if you really think about it, Sokka mastered all 4 of the non-bending elements, because he learned from the Fire Nation, the Water Nation, the Earth Nation, even from Aang. So, which is crazy that you're not doing it. And like I said, it's out of control.
He learned how to counter attacks from benders without being a bender. Bro, his sword's fucking dope. And not even just, and yes, with the Kyoshi warriors, like a big story, but not even just, because like throughout the entirety of the show, you have him learning that he's wrong. Right? Like, that's the whole shit. Like the show had depth. That's the whole point.
The point of the show. Yeah, and the point of the show, like you were saying, Noah, is it's a lot of philosophy and a lot of life lessons in the show, right? And that's why is, like you said earlier, it's one of the greatest animated shows of all time, is because even though it was a children's show, it was for everybody, adults, children alike. And you literally could be a better person just from watching that show. Yeah, it's great writing, But speaking of things that are kind of falling south, X-Men 97, have you boys seen it?
Oh, no.
Are you not enjoying it?
So, here's the deal. I saw the first season. Absolutely loved it. Yeah. Then something's missing from the second season. You can tell. And it's rushing. We're talking about introducing characters and just all of a sudden, right? You introduce Nathan, and then all of a sudden, spoiler alert, gets the cable arm under control. Like that. And you're like, wait, what? What do you mean? And then speaking of characters just popping up, They're just popping up left and right. We already knew about
turn my
Apocalypse
volume
from
down.
the last season. Sorry, I'm getting loud as hell. I'm passionate,
shouldn't-
but still,
We shouldn't wait.
Damn
Wait, don't say it. Don't say it. We should not be saying spoilers. Don't get too heated about this with the spoilers.
we're not gonna get too much spoilery. But what
What
I'm
happened?
saying is, you're having characters popping up, and obviously the original writer, he got canned for his weird stuff, right? But man, this is where can you separate the artist, right, from the art? Because man, his writing in season 1 was incredibly good. This one it seems a little lackluster to me.
Separate, unfortunately, I don't know what you're talking about, but if he did some weird illegal shit, then or weird suggestive.
It's not illegal stuff. It's not illegal stuff. He's just weird. He's just a weird dude that posts
It
a lot
really
of weird
depends
stuff.
on what you mean by that, because like that could have a range of implications.
You can look it up. We're not getting into that. We ain't getting strike. So, but yeah, honestly,
I was reading comments.
but Bo really knew how to do it, man. And unfortunately, he really knew how to do it. And I just feel like this second season is lackluster. For some reason, I could just feel it and I could tell. And I'm like, the story's all right, cool, whatever. And for some reason, I don't know if it's just me tripping, boys, but did the animation look different to you in the season?
Yes, it does. It looks a little different. It's
Right?
a little more PNG-y. It's getting
Yeah.
invincible treatment in certain spots. I did notice that. I will say in the scenes where they're focusing on the action, they are doing really well. The upgrades the level ups that certain people are getting to their powers, without getting into it, like fucking awesome. And I'm not talking about Cable. I'm talking about other people doing some awesome shit that I'm not going to get into.
Yep.
And about fucking time for certain characters to get their due. I do think that there are certain aspects that are rushed. Like we're learning things that I didn't think we would learn in the first episode that were like cliffhangers from the last season. Like I thought that they would be developed a little bit more. I didn't get to see the third episode. I've only seen the first 2 episodes. I have to see the third episode. I would say right now it's like a 6.5 out of or a 7 because it's still good. Like the.
I hate you, Lucas.
Remove him.
Hey, Lucas.
I removed him.
There we go. No, this guy. Hold on.
You're in timeout,
motherfucker.
Get your brain rot out of this. Get your brain rot out of here. Get it out.
Oh Lord.
Oh man.
I do see what you're talking about with the animation. Again, like things are happening like fast. I just think it does appear that it just seem like things are happening much faster than you would think.
Way too fast.
Yeah.
Way too fast, man.
When you watch it, like you'll understand. Like there's shit that's happening. Like why is this in this episode? Like
Absolutely.
Yeah, but like again, like it's all like I didn't get to see the third episode, and it does really have some strong beats. And in certain spots, I will say the character designs, while the animation's a bit weaker, the character designs I will say are stronger. I think that they going for the darker line work was a good choice. It really resonates with the 90s, I would say, and I like the character design that they have for Jubilee with the longer hair. I think that shit looks cool too.
Nice.
And yeah,
but the fact that we talked about just characters popping up, they introduced multiple characters, and you know what I'm talking about without ruining it. And it's just like it just happens, and you're like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool, man.
So I mean, with the 2 of them that have more of a lead role, they were in the original X-Men show. So technically they're developed characters because this is a continuation.
Not them. The other group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then they did the intro the same exact way as X-Men, but for the other group. That was ridiculous in my opinion. I was like, why? I'm like, why? Why are we doing that?
I would have understood it if they had not again rushed the the explanation of that plot so fast.
Yep.
Like you should not have gotten into it. Like you show these characters great, but then don't go into it much further. Like let it develop throughout these next few episodes. So like
Yep.
now my question is, what is going to happen with them? Because this is gonna be like 8 episodes, I assume, like the last season. So what's gonna be the next 5 episodes? And again, I have to watch episode 3, but like what is the plot going to develop into with what's going on? I don't know. It's I'm again, we're supposed to be confused because it's not the whole show, but
Right.
they've made some bold choices that I don't know that I would have made. And again, it seems like certain things are being incredibly rushed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they did tease at the end of season 1. I also did not see episode 3, so forgive me if this individual isn't episode 3. But they teased at the end of season 1 Onslaught. It didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like they definitely teased that for season 2. Didn't happen. And I was like, all right, that should have been the next thing
There's
that happened.
a lot of stuff in the trailer that we have not seen yet in the first 2 episodes, I will say.
I know.
In multiple trailers, like there's a lot of stuff. Or I would say because like they don't really add stuff in like the second and third trailer, but like there's still, I will say, a good amount of things that we haven't seen. Like about half of the trailer's footage is not in the first 2 episodes. So that I would say that's good to note, but I don't know. I that's why I'm saying it's like a 6.5, 7 because it's still good. I'm just it's making some bold choices and there's some animation flaws.
Boys, we got some good comments. We need to have a rated R Spider-Man movie or show. What do you think about that?
I want to see him. I like what Tom Holland suggested about him being in the Punisher show. I think that's a good idea.
I will say this though, there is a Spider-Man show that Marvel released, that the Friendly Neighborhood. Have y'all checked that out?
Mm-hmm.
The animated one, I have not.
That is awesome. I absolutely love the animation. It is a different take on Spider-Man, something completely different, nothing like Marvel base. I absolutely love that. I would totally challenge y'all to watch that. I absolutely like it. Like it's kind of different because it's like, instead of Tony Stark being the mentor, it's Norman Osborn, but not getting into it. There's a twist. Okay. I've never seen something like this done in an animation cartoon or a show. So that's why I think I like where it's going from that. Not like spoiling it, but what I do like is that that
I think we've all seen it.
Have we seen it?
I haven't.
No, I haven't seen the. Yeah. By the way, but what do you think about a rated R? Noah said for the Punisher. Lucas, what do you think about a rated R Spider-Man movie or show?
I don't know. I would say yeah for the Punisher, but that's just because that would have like larger implications for his story.
Correct.
Forward.
Yeah.
And then you could also throw Daredevil.
But if we were to get a rated R Spider-Man movie, I could only see it being like a different Spider-Man or like one of the clones.
Correct. I agree.
Oh, you could do a superior movie.
See,
yeah, you could.
I would also, since Noir did so well, I would actually be interested to see more live action like Spider-Verse stories of like different versions of Peter Parker and shit like that. Like if they wanted to go an R-rated route, we could do Assassin Spider-Man. That's an actually good story that has a lot of comic book basis. They could do Spider-Man 2099 because Spider-Man 2099 gets dark as fuck. They could do a lot.
That's the one I want to see.
I would honestly be more interested in like an Elseworlds Man Spider show where he doesn't turn back into Peter Parker. He just stays Man Spider as a monster.
It's Spider Doppelganger at that point then.
I want Spider Doppelganger. Yeah. I would love to see Oscar Isaac come as live 2099. I really would.
He's 5'9".
Oh, that would be awesome.
And
I don't know.
Dude, Wolverine is short. Hugh Jackman's 6 something. I mean, we can make it happen, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I
for one, camera angles, and two,
Tom Cruise has been 5'7".
Again, How tall do they make Tobin Bell look in the Saw movies? If we're getting into it, he looks
That's
tall.
true.
I'm taller than him. I'm pretty sure, or like the same height. He's not tall.
Kevin Hart's 5'2".
Yeah.
Is he actually? Why is Kevin Hart catching strays in our podcast?
I don't know, dude. All right, Ian, man, you're up. Ian, you're up, man. Rated R Spider-Man movie or show?
I would like to see a different iteration of it, like kind of like what Lucas said, like not Peter Parker, because the problem is it's kind of like Spider-Man is like every kid's like hero, and I feel like it's like you'll be taken away from like that little kid that wants to watch it. You know what I'm saying? But if you had like a superior,
not Peter Parker, but just like not mainline Spider-Man, like
like Kane, Kane would be a good one.
Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Rated R symbiote storyline.
I mean,
what if you do a rated R symbiote storyline? Not necessarily making Spider-Man the rated R the reason it's rated R, but you have Venom in there, which is adding to that rated R. And
I would rather have a Venom. I would rather have a Venom rated R, like a true.
But I don't want to have a solo Venom movie again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
I see what you mean. I like a Spider-Man where he's okay.
So
I mean, if Venom and Carnage were in it, you know what I mean? Like if we did a Maximum Carnage movie or show, I would not be opposed to being rated R because Cletus Cassidy is a murderer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would not be opposed to that whatsoever.
Yeah.
So, but as Spider-Man himself. Well, as Spider-Man, like you guys are saying, boys. Yeah, I wouldn't do it though. I wouldn't do. I'm with you guys. I wouldn't do the Peter Parker version as a rated R. But also Joshua said Wonder Woman will be in Man of Tomorrow. As of right now, Josh, from the stuff that I looked up, that is a rumor. And because of how bad Supergirl is, we don't even know if James Gunn is gonna still be the head of DC any longer.
I think Peter Safran already confirmed that they're going to keep on making movies, but it's Peter Safran. I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
Yeah, but
who is that guy?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's in partnership. I never heard of this McGill.
This guy. No, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see, especially what's the rating on the new Spidey?
Probably PG-13.
Is it?
Yeah. It's PG-13 because Punisher. They remarked about Punisher being in a PG-13 film and how they got it to work out.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I was wondering because Punisher's in it. I wonder though, will they do an uncut version because Punisher's in the movie?
Yeah.
Like you could just
maybe on a like Blu-ray or DVD release. I could see that happening. Maybe.
Well, you can't watch it on your PlayStation.
Oh my God. Let's not go down that rabbit hole of Sony saying, "Hey, no more discs." Now they're following Nintendo's footsteps. They're following in Nintendo's footsteps now, and we all know how that went. Oh my God, I think Sony's going to shoot themselves in the show. Sony, and literally the movies of Sony, because they're always different entities between the video games and the movies. But dude, they are shooting themselves in the foot hard recently. Very hard.
The problem is that they think that they have the backing and support and fan base that Nintendo has, and unfortunately they don't. And Nintendo's still getting shit for what they're doing. So, I've
said it before. I'll say it again. Xbox till it's backwards.
If Xbox literally comes out and says they're doing discs and all this other jazz, I guarantee you Xbox sales are going to go up.
Every Xbox
crazy.
They are. The X25 series has a disc slot.
Talked about minus GTA because it's GTA is getting a disc release.
So, they already announced. They announced that they are releasing a disc. They said that they said digital first and then disc after. Yeah. Because of all the backlash.
Makes no sense. You download the game from the internet on your console anyways. What the fuck?
They were testing the waters and seeing if they could get away with making sure you can't own your games and be
we're getting to that point.
$100 game that's going to take up over half your storage for your console.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not going to get to play Subnautica 2. No. Oh.
Ridiculous.
And Sony's just like it's hit after hit with Sony too, because it's not the only shit that they announced either.
Yeah.
Oh.
They announced
else?
as of September 1st this year that they will no longer have licensing agreements with Studio Canal. So any movie that is under ownership of the licensing of that, if you bought that movie, it will be removed from your video library as of September 1st. And
Hey, what else? What else, Noah? What other movie?
so I was gonna get to that. Right? Because I have a list of movies that we all know and love. So there's it's over 500 movies, 500 cigarettes. Like it's over 550 movies actually. But the movies that they have on there, so Terminator 2 is the one that you're mentioning, right? But I went down the list. I went down the actual fucking notice. It's Evil Dead 1 and 2. It's From Dusk Till Dawn. It's Hot Fuzz. It's Orphan. It's Paddington 1 and 2, which has a
Not Paddington.
Again,
They got my boy in the
Not
street.
Paddington, no!
Not Paddington.
All games for Scott to not be on the stream. It's today. It's today. Pan's Labyrinth. Terminator 2. Train to Busan. And its shitty sequel. But Train to Busan. And there's more. There's more movies that I know and that you guys will probably know as well, because it's 551 movies, I think, on that list. But this is exactly what we've been talking about. The digital age of ownership is not ownership. So this shit is ridiculous. You're losing so many movies. This is why I have movies. This is why I have discs. And this is why I'm not getting anything past the PS5 anymore, because I'm not losing my disc. I waited like 2 years so I could get the disc version, because I wasn't spending exorbitant amounts on it, and I wasn't getting a digital only, because that shit's stupid.
Yep. And the problem is, though, at first, when you owned a digital copy, you owned it. Yep. That was it. But now everyone's going into you don't own anything. That's going with housing. That's going with a whole bunch of shit now. Yeah. It's just crazy, man. And, you know, the fact that Nintendo's getting backlash for it, and now Sony's following in its footsteps, it doesn't matter if people digitally download it more when you're taking it away from them, because then everyone's going to be like, we want a disc. Then now you don't have the option for a disc. So what do you think is going to happen? You're going to have people go to Steam, because the Steam Deck, when you download it, you own it, right? So that's what's going to end up happening. You're going to lose a bunch of people. But at the same time, though, this is what we've been saying about films too. When you get people that do not know the source material, and obviously in Avatar, like we've been talking about this whole damn podcast, when you don't know the source material and you don't have anything to do with it, you're going to turn fans away. And this is why sales are going down. And everyone wants to blame the fandom. But guess what? They're your number one customer. They're your number one customer, dude. But they like to change the word customer to consumer. So, oh well for you too. And this is why indie films are doing better.
Facts.
Just saying. Talk to Obsession.
One thing that I'll say to that, and I'll always, again, Xbox till it's backwards. I fucking hate PlayStation. So Xbox's digital only consoles, they have about, I think, 4 different ones from their previous generations up till now, makes up the smallest percentage of their console sales. So in turn, at the Gaming Awards, as everybody saw, and E3 or whatever the hell it's called now, they unleashed, or they revealed the Series X25, which has a disc drive, which is transparent green Mountain Dew color as we love, and again, it has a disc drive. It has room for physical media. You can put Blu-rays, DVDs, CDs into it, just like I can do on mine. And this thing is already practically like outselling the Series X right now in pre-sales.
Oh, I bet.
It is demolishing every other console they have ever sold.
I promise you, if it does better than PlayStation,
not every other
PlayStation's going to backpedal, Sony's going to backpedal, and Sony's going to do it. Guaranteed.
The X25 is going to do well. It's the year of the X.
Oh yeah, there you go. Oh, speaking of which, boys, did
Game
you guys
Pass, baby!
see the Avatar? Did you see the Avatar fighting game?
Yes, it's fantastic. Actually, it's kind of nuts.
Dude, it looked incredible. I saw because I'm a super nerd, dude. I watch like people play their video games in tournaments and stuff. And when they introduced it and they were showing it, I was like, good God, it looks good. It looks really good. It's almost like a
It's
almost
got
like a
the
Street Fighter
same-
mechanics.
Yeah, it's got the same like 2D fighting game style as like the older Street
Mhm.
fighting games, and then
Mhm.
like if you've ever played 2XKO, it's a League of Legends fighting game. Not super into it. Marvel Tokon, which just came out not too long ago, which is also pretty damn good from what I've heard. And then I mean to a
Yeah, that
certain extent,
Tokon.
Invincible versus. But
That's
yeah, no,
the
dude,
one.
these games are doing really well, especially when the Avatar is like fully 2D animated. Every single frame of them fighting is animated. And it's really, really
Yeah.
cool looking.
Pretty badass. So we're almost out of time, but yeah, we're gonna do next week, Noah. We're gonna do the rankings, correct, for Spidey?
Yeah, we're gonna be ranking
Yeah.
the adaptations of Spider-Man, with the
Woo!
exception of
You know it.
with the
I'll be ready.
I'm so excited. With the exception
Yeah.
All of
of
us are.
the Japanese show and the movies that came out. In the
Why
70s
not?
on CW.
Why
'Cause I
not,
haven't
man?
So
seen
y'all-
those.
y'all- You don't listen, like-
you
gotta
don't
watch
like Spider-Man?
Morphin Spider Razor, bro.
If I had watched it, we could do it. But unfortunately, I haven't watched it, so we can't do it. And there's also apparently CW movies in the late 70s. I haven't seen those either.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen those.
I've seen everything.
So we're gonna be doing the 3 live action trilogy like movies. So Tom, Toby, and Andrew's movies. We're also doing the Spider-Man Noir series,
Yes.
and then we're gonna be ranking that as a whole, not individual episode though. And then we're
Don't
gonna
forget
be
to watch Friendly Neighborhood. Friendly Neighborhood. You got to put that in there. I'm gonna put my.
Well, we should probably do
It's a good watch.
TV
It's a good
thing
watch.
next because
It
there's
is a
lot
good
of fun
watch.
stuff to do.
Yeah, well,
And
we're
then
just doing the live adaptations right now. So
Oh, we're doing like that. Okay.
No, we're also doing Spider-Verse because of of Miles being so big. But I think that
Yes.
specific animated TV shows should probably be one that we do, right? Because there are a lot of animated TV shows dating back to Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Yeah. So, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna definitely go ahead and do our Spider-Man rankings. This is the month of Spider-Man. We just wanted to touch up on Avatar and Supergirl and whatnot. But due to Spider-Man, a brand new day coming out at the end of this month, this is gonna be the month of Spider-Man. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm super excited. I already got my tickets, dude. It was so hard to get tickets, and I got my tickets. So I was super stoked for that. Yeah,
It was
I'm
shocking
so
when
hoping.
I think it's on Cinemark.
Was it really? Oh my god, dude!
Yeah,
AMC was
started
not,
the
man.
pre-sale like I think at the beginning of this month, and I literally I just checked it like 4 or 5 hours ago, and they're still selling.
Nobody goes
Dude.
to my local theater, so
All AMC theaters were packed. Just put it to you this way: I'm going to
Whoa.
work.
Max,
I'm going to work in the morning, getting out in the afternoon, and driving straight to the theater. That's how early my movie is because of how packed it was, bro. And then on top of that, I'm going early because I want to try to get a damn popcorn bucket because I want AMC's doing the Spider-Man head, and I already have Miles and Gwen, so I need a Spider-Man head popcorn bucket to go with it, man. Like I'm gonna go ham. They're gonna take all my money. they're gonna take all my money for Spidey.
the only one that
I'm seeing that joint 10 o'clock in the morning.
Are you really?
That's
Yeah, I'm off that day from work.
enjoy that.
Oh no!
Only if I can go see it again,
time to start the day right.
Yep.
Oh.
Start the day with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
There you go. All right. Any last thoughts, boys, before we hop off?
Support physical
Hey, we
media.
were talking about video games last week. If anybody wants to check out that stream and if it's still up on YouTube or anything,
Danny, you missed that. That was
lots
that
of
was
really,
real good.
really cool, fantastic game. Gears of War E-Day is coming out very soon, and I already have it pre-installed on my console. I'm ready to play the
Damn.
shit out of that
Had
game.
an E-Day in season 1.
Yeah,
Dude, I haven't
so
played Gears
excited.
of War in
I pre-ordered,
years.
dude. I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, and I didn't have a job when I did that.
Wow. Dude, Call
I
of Duty
love
looks
it.
incredible too, by the way. Did
Call
you
of Duty,
see the graphics on
Modern
that?
Warfare 4, yeah, it looks really, really good. I hope that it's actually a good game.
Yeah.
So I'm a little skeptical, but
So
we'll
it's gonna
see.
be rinse and repeat, like all Call of Duty games.
Oh boy. Yeah, but now
But
they're
not-
putting like slide action and all this other jazz in it.
Yeah,
It looks incredible.
yeah.
It looks phenomenal.
I think what am I thinking of? Cyberpunk Edge Runners. If anybody likes the Cyberpunk 2077 game, Cyberpunk Edge Runners Season 2 is coming out very, very soon. Clancy Brown is voicing a main character, and I love him. But yeah, I'm super hyped for that. I just rewatched the first season of that show because it's actually it's kind of good. But yeah. If you have the game, play the game. It's gotten significantly better over time. I'm currently replaying the game as well because I really like the Cyberpunk universe and whatnot.
Not only that, boys, rest in peace, Destiny. Even though I still play it, I love Destiny. But rest in peace, RIP. And there's no talks of Destiny 3. Thanks, Sony. Thanks, Sony, and thanks, Bungie. So yeah.
Yeah, they screwed us hard with that one.
Oh yeah,
They really shot us right up the alley for that. I was actually considering reinstalling Destiny 2 for to see if I could get all the DLC cheap because since it's over, might as well and actually play through all of it.
Well,
But
you know what we can do instead of supporting digital trash? We can buy an actual board game made by us. Stream
What?
the players.
You're saying it's made out of a board and game?
Segue.
It's a board and a game.
No
Segue.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, guys.
Right.
We teamed up and we basically got a board game done. Definitely got approved by Fuzz of the Les guys, the guys that made Stream the movie. So please support all indie stuff besides our indie films that are coming out, but also please support the board game. Any help would be beautifully and respectfully, humbly grateful. Thank you.
Facts.
All right, Noah, Ian, got anything before we hop?
No, man. Just like I said, just check
Super
it out.
excited for Spidey.
Super excited.
Ian's just
Super
like, I'm
excited.
ready.
I'm ready. Yeah.
yeah.
I think all of us have been waiting for this kind of Spider-Man movie for a long time at this point.
Yeah.
I will say that
done right.
nothing will ever beat the anticipation of No Way Home. Us trying, just the world trying to figure out, is that Toby? Is that Andrew? I mean, nothing will ever come close to that ever again. I don't even think in Marvel history that will ever come in.
Bro, and
Dude.
a full circle moment for Andrew Spider-Man with MJ.
Oh,
Yes.
so good.
Beautiful. And you know what, though? I'm so glad. And you know me, boys. I always find the leaks and the spoilers like I did for Avengers Doomsday. I have not found one leak for Brand New Day. Thank God.
Nice.
And I'm not looking for it. Like all the other leaks, they're always on social media, so it just pops up. I have not seen one of Brand New Day, which I'm so excited about.
Now,
I mean, other than the ones that they put out themselves about set days and shoots and whatnot like that, all the stuff that we've seen from behind the scenes has basically been from them. They're surprisingly open about this movie, which means they're very confident in it, and that makes me confident. So I have a feeling they probably wouldn't drop the bag on Spider-Man at least super hard, but we'll see.
Yeah. On that note, we will see you next week for our Spider-Man rankings. Please tune in and join us and interact with us. We love when you interact with us. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for everything. And we will see you next week. Peace.
With a great
I'm glad it's super confident, unlike that Harry Potter show that's about to come out.
Oh my God! Don't even
I forgot.
start, dude. I don't want to touch that show with
I
a
don't
fucking
watch Harry Potter.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it. Ugh.
Yeah,
I
same.
don't-
It's the
I will
worst part
not.
is that I don't want to. but
Ah,
it's
we're
gonna be
back.
something.
No, end the stream. Ah!
Ah!